Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Leadership Doc's Dose of Leadership. Today I want to talk about something that is so important because it makes us successful in everything that we do. Or, if we don't do it right, it's going to make us unsuccessful. And that's the concept of setting the right goals. Now, we all set goals, right? We want to get a new job. We want to do better at what we're doing. We want to lose weight, whatever it is. But how many of us set the right goals? Set goals in a way that they're going to actually be achievable in the time that we want them to be achievable. And that's what I want to talk about today is the concept of setting the right goals and goals that are going to make us successful. I tend to be a big fan of the concept of SMART goals. And those goals are specific, they're measurable, they're action-oriented, they're realistic, and they're time and resource constrained. These goals are important because what they do is they set us on a path for success. We always want our goals to be specific. You don't want to just say, I want to get a new job. You don't want to just say, I want to increase my productivity. Because how are you going to know if you reached it? Well, with the job, I guess you'll know. But when do you want to get that new job? What's the new job you want to get? What's going to make you leave where you are? And as far as increasing your productivity or performance, when do you want to increase it by? At what point are you going to say, that's where I want to be? So we need our goals to be very specific so we know exactly what we're trying to achieve. We also need them to be measurable. And the thing that people often forget when they're setting goals is there should be some kind of action focus to it. You know, why should I expect that my team is going to perform better next quarter if I don't give them some new action steps on how to do it? Why do I expect that I should be able to lose weight or quit smoking or do anything to better myself if I don't know specifically what steps I'm going to take in order to get there? So this is something for personal and professional. So we need to understand and think about specific ways we want to do things and what action steps, what things we're going to do to make ourselves to get there. We also want to set that timeline. We want to increase our productivity by 15% by next quarter. Okay, we're getting better. How are we going to do it? Let's put that part in there too. So what I want to encourage you is when you're setting goals, think about these SMART components. Also, think about your goals as a ladder. That top rung is where you want to get to. But you know what? You can't reach that unless you have steps along the way. So if your goal is to get a new job, we want to make it SMART and list exactly what we're going to do each and every day to help us to get there. If we want to increase our performance by 15% by next quarter, what are we going to do today to help us to get there? What are we going to do tomorrow? Maybe we have to make some more calls today. Maybe we have to talk to some new people today. And an example I use a lot, people sometimes will say they're going to events and they want to meet people so they can get more business. And I deal with a lot of sales folks and wealth management and people in all walks of life who have to network. Well, what you want to do is set a goal for every event you go to. I want to talk to 3 people. And you could set that goal and you can talk to those 3 people in the first 5 minutes, or it could take you 2 hours to do it. But when you do it, give yourself a pat on the back and know that you've accomplished your goal for the evening. We want to feel good about what we're doing. And we're not going to do that unless we set up goals that are measurable so we know when we achieve them, that are realistic so we actually can achieve them, that have a constraint on it, the time when we want to get them done, and they're so specific that we can climb that ladder to success. This is something I could talk about for a lot more time, but I encourage you, set a goal for yourself, look at that top rung, make it specific, make it measurable, make it action-oriented, make it realistic and time-constrained. And if you want some help setting that goal, reach out to me. That's what I do. I work with my clients all the time on setting the right goals, and more important than that, holding them accountable to it. So have a great day. Thanks for listening, and keep leading.